Every company wants its staff to be as productive and efficient as possible. The challenge is, how do you set up a work environment that promotes this? Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be going through some of the amazing dual screen displays. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. The maximum productivity it allows on a big yet portable surface is a selling factor for dual display PCs. This allows for greater multitasking, seamless data sharing across apps, and most importantly, creative space utilization. The peripheral display could be used for reference, comparison, instruction, and so on. Take note of all your creative types out there. Increased teamwork and communication are also suggested. If you're wondering why they're still relevant in the age of twin desktop monitors, the explanation is simple: they take up less room. Swipes and movements are used on the touchscreen, resulting in intuitive, natural navigation. It's a haven for anyone who enjoys tinkering with a stylus. The technology is cutting edge, giving it a push and high-end feel. Enough chit-chat, let's get started. ASUS ZENBOOK Pro Duo. The main display of the ZENBOOK Pro Duo is a 15.6-inch OLED panel with a 4K resolution. This is a Pantone certified screen that covers the entire DCI-P3 color gamut. The ScreenPad Plus's secondary screen is a 14-inch touchscreen with 4K resolution and a 32:9 aspect ratio. It has a matte appearance. You can move stuff from one screen to another by dragging it. On this little screen, ASUS's Screen Expert Control allows you to run several custom-made programs. To switch screens without slouching, press the app switcher key. The built-in View Max function adds to the fun by allowing you to run a single program across both screens. HP OMEN X2S. A primary 15.6-inch LCD display, 144Hz frequency, Full HD resolution, and NVIDIA's G-Sync compatible is followed by a secondary 5.98-inch 1080-pixel multi-touch screen above the RGB lighted keyboard on the HP OMEN X2S. The use cases are similar to the ASUS ZENBOOK Pro Duo. LENOVO ThinkPad Plus. This one takes a somewhat different approach to the dual display notation. The main display is a 13.3-inch anti-glare screen with 300 nits of brightness and 1920x1080 resolution. The second display has been mounted on the bonnet by LENOVO. However, this is merely an E-Link panel capable of displaying only black and white colors. As a result, the use case is confined to scribbling notes, viewing documents, and checking reminders and task notifications. Dell DUET. This one looks a lot like the Microsoft Duo. The larger footprint and modular keyboard are the most noticeable differences. The hinge rotates 360 degrees, allowing for a variety of form factors. To navigate the UI, Dell provides a few gestures. There are two USB-C ports on the peripheral. Intel HONEYCOMB Glacier. The laptop has a 2D honeycomb structure that accommodates a native companion display, as the name suggests. The main display is a 15.6-inch FHD panel, with a secondary 12.3-inch screen beneath it. The two screens are supported by a two-hinge mechanism and a keyboard at the base when fully unfolded. There is an Intel Core i9 processor inside, as well as an NVIDIA GTX 1070 graphics card. The patented Starfield cooling system is in charge of heat dissipation. The Tobii eye tracking feature is also incorporated into the mix. Intel Twin River. This Intel prototype consists of two 12.3-inch displays with a 1080 resolution and a 3:2 aspect ratio. It was powered by a quad-core Intel Whiskey Lake U-series processor. The motherboard was divided into two parts by Intel. The CPU, storage, and memory were located on the top, while networking connection and I/O modules were located on the bottom. The usage of fabric covering on the periphery was another unique feature. RAZER Project VALERIE. It is advertised as the world's first automatic triple display laptop, and it's undeniably impressive. Three 17-inch panels, two of which may be slid open from the side of the main display. All three include NVIDIA's G-Sync technology and 4K IGZO screens. It's a no-brainer for dedicated gamers. NVIDIA 180° surround FOV, full Adobe RGB color spectrum, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 graphics with 8GB of video RAM, a cool 34GB system RAM, and a vapor chamber heat dissipation mechanism round out the feature list. ACER ICONIA 6120. This is a throwback to a previous era. In 2011, the ACER ICONIA 6120 introduced a dual display model. The tablet, however, was unable to start the trend due to technological limitations. It was, after all, promoted as a tablet at the time. Its surface area, however, was bigger than that of a tablet. The Toshiba Libretto is more akin to a tablet than a laptop. Both panels were 14 inches and had a resolution of 1366 x 768 pixels. A 180-degree tiltable hinge connected the glossy panels. A Core i5 processor powered the ICONIA. ASUS Taichi 21. This is simply another step backward in the history of laptop design. The lid occurred to be Taichi's second display. When the laptop is closed, it can be used as a tablet. In the open state, you may either mirror screens or display alternative content on the surface screen for anyone sitting across you to see and engage with. There was even an internal software called ScreenShare that displayed a small preview window of the rear screen contents on the inner screen. Both screens were 11.6 inches in size and had a 1080 pixels resolution. Other features included a 1.7 GHz Intel Core i5 processor, 4GB of RAM, 128GB of solid-state storage, and 2 USB 3.0 connections. The following may or may not be suitable for a dual or multi-display format, however its applications fits within the same category. LENOVO ThinkPad X1 Fold. At CES 2020, LENOVO announced the ThinkPad X1 Fold. It collapses in on itself. The torque hinge protrudes somewhat. Pen input and multitouch are both supported on the screen. You do get a pen with it, though in terms of the display it has a 4:3 aspect ratio. It has an unidentified Intel CPU inside. The rest of the information is still being kept under wraps. Dell Concept Ori. At CES 2020, the Dell Concept Ori was also unveiled. Its fold mechanism is very similar to LENOVO ThinkPad X1 Fold. As a result, it can be read as a book, tablet, or tabletop. For the time being, Dell hasn't provided any specifications, however the screen is set to be 13 inches, give or take, with QHD Plus resolution. Intel HORSESHOE Band. The Intel take on the foldable laptop which was unveiled at CES 2020 has a strange code name, HORSESHOE Band. This one has a 17.3-inch OLED panel that can be folded slightly to become a 12.5-inch laptop. There's a little wedge-shaped space between the two panels when folded inward. In that space, Intel has stashed a keyboard, which is a creative use of this space. Windows 10X, the software for dual display and foldables. The program must also be capable of meeting the hardware requirements. Microsoft recognized this and announced a bespoke version of Windows 10 in October 2019. The business hasn't been built from the ground up. Instead, they've adjusted and enhanced key Windows technology in areas like battery management, app compatibility, and service compatibility. In a container, it can even run Win32 apps. Swipe motions are expected to be used to navigate the UI and UX in the OS. By the holidays of 2022, Windows 10X will be available for dual screen and foldable devices. Look for devices from major manufacturers such as ASUS, Dell, HP, Lenovo, and others. Needless to say, Microsoft's Surface Duo and Surface Neo will be supported by the new OS. This could be the decade in which dual display and foldable technology become mainstream, so let us ask you a simple question. How excited are you? And which one of these do you have wishlisted? Subscribe for more content just like this one and share it with your friends. And also don't forget to smash that like button and also press the bell icon to get notified about our new videos. Until then, fellas.